83 instances of poisoning in the novels and short stories of Agatha Christie. Poison is an obsession for her, and poisoning is there from the beginning and persists to the end. Strychnine in The Mysterious Affair at Styles in 1920, and Arsenic and Veronal in The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and Opium in The Big Four, and Morphine in Sad Cypress, and cocaine in Endhouse, Digitalis in An Appointment with Death, and so it goes on, 83 times. Agatha Christie used the knowledge she gained through her volunteer work as wartime nurse and then her volunteer work in the pharmacy or dispensary, where she received training in hundreds of drugs and was responsible for dispensing the precise amount, which was often a matter of life and death. If we want an understanding of just where poisons and drugs fit into Christie's psyche, though, the single best place to turn is to her remarkable 1925 volume of poems, The Road of Dreams. In that book, we find a bizarre, poetic meditation on the powers of drugs and poisons over life and death. It is a strangely psychological and passionate poem exploring the romance of the dispensary, and she takes it far until it becomes even a dreamy and evocative sort of love poem to poison. So here is Agatha Christie's 1925 poem, In a Dispensary. In a dispensary. Oh, who shall say where romance is, if romance is not here? For here are color, death, and sleep, and magic everywhere. Glistening salts and shimmering scales and crystals of purest white, high on the shelves in their spotless rows, enclosed in their bottles bright, salts of iron of palest green or deepening down to brown, and many a tincture, many a wine from far-off lands unknown. Light as a promise and bitter as sin, that feathery foam, quinine, and sedate beside it, in silver and black, the sea-born iodine, shall soon it merge to orange and brown in a rich and widening hue, which perchance in far-off Tyrian days the old Phoenicians knew. Here heavy syrups, thick and sweet, prepared with skill and toil, and there distilled in precious drops stands many a spiced oil, lavender, nutmeg, and sandalwood, cinnamon, clove, and pine, while above in palest primrose hues the flowers of sulphur shine, and high on the wall, beneath lock and key, the powers of the quick and dead. Little low bottles of blue and green, each with a legend read. In the depths beneath their slender necks there is romance and despair. Oh, who shall say where romance is, if romance is not here? From the Borgia's time to the present day, their power has been proved and tried. Monkshood blue called aconite, and the deadly cyanide. Here is sleep and solace and soothing of pain. Courage and vigor new, here is menace and murder and sudden death in these vials of green and blue. Here is copper salts that shame the heavens and sparkle deep and blue, and never a Mediterranean sea shall match their sapphire hue. And oh, the many dazzling dyes, the golden-hued flavine, and the bronze dust that shall turn at will to a glory of brilliant green. A filter of love, a filter of death. Were they only a sorcerer's lure to catch the pence and trap the fool, or were they something more? Beware of the powers that never die, though men may go their way. The power of the drug, for good or ill, shall it ever pass away? Oh, who shall say where romance is, if romance is not here? For here are color, death, and sleep, and magic everywhere. Okay, thank you for watching. The next Agatha Christie video will focus on clues the 1925 volume of poetry, The Road of Dreams, provide about Christie's mysterious 11-day disappearance the following year.